What's up YouTube? This is me, Fresh Potential, making another video for you, this time on the topic of mouth taping. So I had a very negative experience with mouth taping and I felt like it was something worth sharing and making a video about, so this is it. If you don't know what mouth taping is, it's the concept of taping shut your mouth during sleep to sleep better, and specifically to prevent you from opening your mouth during sleep and breathing through your mouth, which worsens your sleep quality. So I noticed a few mornings that I woke up with a really dry mouth and like my mouth was open as I woke up. So I figured this mouth taping thing might do something for me. It might improve my sleep or something. I was also feeling kind of tired some days, so I figured it couldn't hurt to try this. And so I bought the recommended tape, which is micropore tape from 3M. Micropore tape from 3M, and so I started using it, and about a month in, I started having these weird symptoms of just randomly, at random moments, just feeling very weak. And at the moment I described it as having a mental jolt or a sudden lack of blood flow to the brain. That was the best description that I had of it. And it was kind of worrisome, but it didn't provoke me to go to the doctor. So a few weeks later, I started developing more symptoms, and that was edema. If you don't know what edema is, it's when fluids in your body accumulate in your extremities, and for me, it was happening in my ankles. My ankles got super swollen, and this was super unusual for me. I've never really had this happen before, and they were just so swollen. And this definitely freaked me out. And what I also noticed was that my heart rate was really low. Like, the lowest I measured was 48. And on average, around that period, it would be around 53, 54, which is really low compared to what my regular heart rate is, which is around 62-ish. I also checked my blood pressure using one of those blood pressure devices, and it was really low too. So all of this really freaked me out. I looked online, and it basically said that I might have congestive heart failure, and this was freaky. I was like, whoa, what's happening to me? So I finally went to the doctor. The doctor took tests, blood tests, nothing was wrong. He did an what's it called? ECG or EKJ, like testing your heart with the electropads, and nothing seemed to be wrong. So he wanted to be sure though that my heart was fine, so he sent me to a heart specialist. The heart specialist checked out my heart very thoroughly and found that nothing was wrong. But then he put a bunch of electropads on my chest and hooked me up to this device that I had to carry around for 24 hours. I did that, and the next day I came back and gave back the electropads and the device. And that day, or that evening, I felt so much worse. My symptoms were way stronger than usual. I just felt really weak. My ankles were super swollen, and that's when I realized what was causing all of my issues. Because the electropads were like these stickers, and on the back it had the brand on them, and it was 3M, the same brand as the tape that I'd been using on my mouth every night for like 2 or 3 months at that point. And that's when I made the connection. What was happening was that there was an adhesive, or there was a chemical in the adhesive in the tape that was being absorbed through my lips every night and accumulating in my body and wreaking havoc on my biology. So I stopped using the tape at that point, and very gradually over the course of 3 to 4 weeks, all of the symptoms disappeared. And after 4 to 5 weeks, I felt pretty much completely normal, and I was so happy to finally have discovered what was causing all of my issues, and having solved it now, realizing what caused it. So I don't know if I'm just like super sensitive to whatever chemical is in the tape, because a lot of people do this mouth taping thing, and nobody seems to have mentioned of any issues with it. So I don't know, maybe I'm just super sensitive. Who knows? But I thought it would be useful for me to make this video and share my experience in case someone is experiencing these problems while they're mouth taping. So if you are, I definitely recommend stopping using the mouth tape. And so what I do now is, as an alternative, I use gelatin sheets. I use these things right here. I paid like $1 for 10 of these at just a regular grocery store. And what I do is I cut a small rectangle out of this thing, and then I put it in my mouth, wet it for like 10 to 15 seconds, and then I put it between my lips and close my lips tight. And after 10 seconds or so, it will be firm, and it will like keep your lips together, stuck as if you taped shut your mouth. And it works perfectly fine. It lasts until the morning when you wake up, and in the morning you just sort of lick it so that you can sort of pull it off. And yeah, it works perfectly fine as an alternative. So I recommend checking that out, or trying that rather, if you have issues with the mouth taping. And I suppose that ends my story and my video, so didn't have anything else to say on it. I hope this information benefits you and that you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Peace out.